got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking might step out like motherfuckers get the dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to doing.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it's the IROC Spartan Logistics Management Asphalt Race. Tonight, we come to the dirt track at Charlotte, race number 4 of 16 here from Charlotte in North Carolina. Brett Wheeler joined alongside BJ Duval, and BJ, well, we were talking up here in the booth, and we were saying earlier on that all these asphalt guys, they wanted a taste of their own medicine. They come to our turf. They're in our backyard here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We would have loved to have been out there, but hey, someone's got to push the buttons, right?
Absolutely. You know, I've been looking forward to this race ever since I found out that they were going to be running on dirt. I'm extremely excited to be, like you said, back in our turf. And I tried to get out there on track, but they wouldn't let me do it. The qualifying has just rolled to an end.
It certainly has, and now we do have some heat races on the program for tonight. I can tell you we are looking at 4 heat races. All drivers will make the show, and they'll get set into a 100-lap main event later on. Of course, it'll be broken up into 3 different stages. We'll talk about those stages in just a few short moments. But Aaron Smith in caliber 70 was the driver that went quick time with an 18.796. Jesse King in second. Brian McCann third, Joshua Funkhauser fourth, Jarrett Widener rounded out the top 5, Vincent Short, Kevin McCann, Chris Mefford, Neil Quick, and David Trumbley your top 10 drivers. We get set for heat race number 1 as we take a look at your starting grid. Aaron Smith will start from pole position. Jarrett Widener in the CW Motorsports number 88 machine from position number 2.
Inside of row number 2 is going to be Neil Quick, and number 2 into his outside is going to be Eric Dotson in the 87.
Then we go back to your third and final row. Heat race number 1 in the Kyle Busch Motorsports number 51 at Hunter Clark. He'll start from position at number 5. And Brandon Mefford in the Falcon Motorsports car number 83 will start from position number 6. Now Brandon, of course, one of the drivers that ended up having a good top 5 run last week. I'm just trying to think where we're at last week. I think it might have been Richmond. Pretty sure.
Yeah, it was Richmond. It was Richmond because he came short.
He did. All right, heat race number 1. 10 lap heat races are on the board. This, of course, will start to line up the feature event. Positions 1, 5, 9, 13, 17, and position 21, I think it is. 1, 5, 9, 13, 17, 21. I'm right.
That's too much work for my little pea brain.
Too much math on the fly. Here we go. Green flag set to fly. Here at a turn number 4. We're racing here at the dirt track at Charlotte in the IROC Asphalt series of trucks here. As it's going to be Smith down on the low side. Widener keeping it high, wide and handsome. Now he'll hit the concrete wall down the back straight away. And these boys, I'll tell you what, they're not doing too bad for a bunch of asphalt races.
No, they're really not. You know, Widener got a really good start there on the outside. You don't normally see that on the dirt. The outside guy get a good start like that and stay right along the outside of the leader. But he's actually holding the lead at the moment over Aaron Smith in that number 70 machine.
Certainly Smith now back to the inside. Take up a little bit of a slide job there on the exit of turn number 4. We are 2 laps in to heat race number 1. Smith will lead from wide. Eric Dotson back there in third. Mefford, who started from position number 6. He's up to 4th already. And so looking at potentially a top 3, trying to advance in the starting spot for tonight's main event. It's going to be Smith continuing to lead. Neil Quick back in 5th. Hunter Clark in the 6th position as the field, they start to spread themselves out. But I've got to say, so far, not a bad way to open up the night here at the dirt track at Charlotte.
No, not a bad way at all. Everybody keeping it nice and clean. The only contact we've seen was a little bit from that number 88 up into the wall, but everybody giving each other room, having some good racing, a lot of side-by-side racing as opening laps. Aaron Smith and Jarrett Widener both went side-by-side. The 83 of Brandon Mefford is looking to make a move around the outside of Eric Dawson now.
All right, we continue on as we're working at the halfway of tonight's opening heat race of the night here at the dirt track at Charlotte. The IROC, I should say, Spartan Logistics, season number 3. Look out, Dotson into the wall, and there goes Mefford now. He'll sweep up on the inside, so Mefford technically so far the only driver to move forward in the opening heat race of the night. Dotson just falls back to position number 4. Meanwhile, your race leader is still Aaron Smith, who leads by about 1.1 second over Jarrett Widener in 2nd position. They come out of turn 4 this time by 3 laps left to run heat race number 1.
Smith still leading by about 1.5 seconds. 3 to run, as you just mentioned. And everybody's really spread out now that after Dodson got in the wall there. Mefford's able to start pulling away from him. He's up to about 0.5 seconds over Dotson.
Yeah, here comes Neil.
Had a brain for it there for a second.
Yeah, Neil Quick now on the inside in that number 2 machine, looking to move up to position 4. Eric Dodson back to the outside, the 87. They'll come to the white flag this time by out of turn number 4. Smith has already been given the white flag, so 1 to run for your race leader. Down through turn number 1 and 2. Here you go. Look out, Mefford hard into the creek on the front straightaway. Tough break. He'll lose a couple of positions. Meanwhile, into turn number 3. And out of turn number 4, Aaron Smith going to win the opening heat race of the night. He's going to start on pole for tonight's 100 lap main event. Second will go to Jarrett Widener. Brandon Mefford coming home in that 3rd position. 4th is going to be Neil Quick. Eric Dotson in 5th. And Hunter Clark to round out your 6 cars in heat race number 1. We'll take a look here at your official results here. Smith, Widener, Mefford, your top 3. Quick, Dotson, and Clark, the drivers to come home in 4, 5, and 6. Heat number 2. Let's take a look at how they line up.
Starting on a pole in that number 93 machine for KS Racing, that's Jesse King, and to his outside in the number 15, that's Vincent Short.
David Trumley will drive the 96 machine from the 3rd starting position to his outside. He pilots car number 5 of Chris Wally.
And your third and final row is going to be Mike Harper in the 4 machine and Matthew Brower in the 98.
All right, heat number 2. We're race 4 of 16. BJ, of course, you covered the first 2 weeks, and now you come out and cover week number 4. We would have had Kenneth McLean, who was on the call with me last week, but he's got some family stuff to deal with, so you kindly volunteered your time. And well, seeing as you can't be on the racetrack, it's better to be up in the booth than watching the racetrack.
You know, I figured I might as well get out here and enjoy some racing and enjoy some commentating with you. This is only, what, the second time in the year and a half or something like that I've caught a race with you.
Yeah, we're generally apart, whether we're doing other broadcasts or whether you're in production and I'm doing something else in race control, vice versa. We somehow we've made a way. We found a way to make it work here. But BJ, I tell you what, I'm going to let you lead us to the green flag here in heat number 2.
Alrighty, you see.
No pressure.
You see the 15 of Vincent Short on the outside of the pole sitter, Jesse King, and these drivers have to wait for the iRacing green flag here, which will be coming up momentarily. And right there it is. Good start once again from the outside row on that green flag. Seems like the outside row is a little bit more ready for it than what the inside row has been here tonight. Vincent Short in the 93 now falls back into second, and already to almost a half a second lead for Vincent Short there, coming into turn number 3 and now out of turn number 4.
Yeah, all three.
Meanwhile,
all 3
battle
rows there on the outside there, BJ, all actually got the better of that initial green flag start. So, as you said prior as well, it's not normally in the trucks. The outside road generally doesn't get the good start.
No, it does not. I can't help but wonder if the new tire model might have on the trucks here might have something to do with that. Now that iRacing has included a dirt tire for these trucks, can't help but wonder if its grip's just a little bit better on that high side.
All right, you're watching the 96 here of David Trumley working up on the top side of the racetrack. Chris Wally in the 5 machine back there in the 4th position. This is both these drivers started position number 3 and 4. But right now, Jesse King looking to close in here on your race leader, Vincent Short, down into turn number 3 and 4. We are working on completing lap number 4 of 10. So 6 remaining, just a little over halfway to go here in heat race number 2 here of the IROC Season 3. Race number 4 of 16, the Asphalt Series here. Tonight, it's time they get a little dirty here.
Yeah, it's about time to see him get out here on the dirt. And Jesse King, actually, by over a tenth, has turned the fastest lap of the entire night so far. I'll be honest with you, I actually can't remember who turned the fastest lap in the last one. I took a look at it, but never got a chance to mention it, and I forgot already. But Jesse King is the fastest truck on track right now by over a tenth, almost 0.2 of a second that last time by.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a wild guess and say it was Aaron Smith who was your heat race number 1 winner. But right now, again, Jesse King and Vincent Short, they continue to put on a nice little show up at the front of the field. David Trumley back there in 3rd. He's got a bit of a gap. Back to Chris Wally in 4th. Matthew Brower in 5th. And falling back to position 6 is Mike Harper. We are working on 3 to run here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I think this is the first of, I want to say, 2 races on the dirt side of things. I think the other track that they go to is Knoxville.
I think there's 3. I think they're doing Knoxville and Bristol this season. I remember talking to them about it, and I was trying to get in a seat for those 3 races, but they just wouldn't let me. But Jesse King still out to a lead, just over a second over Vincent Short. And then there, David Trumley falling back in 3rd. All these drivers spreading out, giving each other room. Couple of drivers, you notice them struggling just a little bit out here on the dirt, not quite used to it, as King takes the white flag in that purple and white number 93 machine. And down back straight away into turn number 3. Now coming out of turn number 4, Jesse King will bring us down to the checker flag, followed by Vincent Short. David Trumbley will come home in third. There is Chris Wally, Matthew Brower, and Mike Harper working his way around to round out the field.
Well, heat race number 2 is complete. We'll take a look here at your official results. Getting the win in caliber 93 for KS Racing. It's Jesse King. He'll now start on the outside alongside Aaron Smith for your front row for tonight's 100 lap main event. Vincent Short comes home in second spot. David Trumbley third. Chris Wally, Matthew Brower, and Mike Harper officially your top 6 drivers. Heat race number 3 of 4. Brian McCann will start from pole position. He's outside. It'll be Kevin McCann in 33.
Man, what a strong front row right there. Them two are actually brothers. And then Kyle Pendergraft from Team Tifosi will start on the inside of row number 2 in that 14 machine. To his outside is going to be Tim Schofield in the 12 machine for me.
Tim, is it? Okay, Matthew Kopp will drive the 22 machine from position number 5, and in the Falcon Motorsports caliber 34 of Doug Wysocki will start from position number 6.
What an interesting team name there, me.
I'm guessing he drives for himself.
that would be my guess.
MMI, me, myself, and I.
I like that.
Yeah, look.
If I ever
just a pretty face, all right.
Hey, if I ever do away with Team Outlaw Motorsports, that's what I'm gonna change mine to in SDK. Is me, myself, and I.
Well, why don't you go MMI? MMI Motorsports. Me, myself, and I Motorsports.
Yeah, I like it.
Who's on that team? Well, there's me. There's myself, and then there's I.
Right. Well, big old group of 3s right there on the front row, getting ready to bring us to the green flag here, coming out of turn number 4. You got the 3 and the 33. 3 being on the inside. That's Brian McCann waiting on the iRacing green flag to wave, and there it is. And this time it looks like, oh, nope. The outside row actually got a really good start once again. The inside row struggling. I saw a little bit of a bobble out of Brian McCann there, which I feel like might be confirming my hypothesis of the outside having a little bit better grip on those starts.
Oh, the 33 makes it 3 in a row for the outside line. And again, they go nearly 3 rows of 2 cars here down into turn of 1 and 2. It's the 33 of Kevin McCann leading Brian McCann in the 3 machine. Tim Schofield back there in 3rd position. Then you go back to Kyle Pendergraft in position 4. Matthew Kopp and Doug Wysocki to round out the field. And I spoke to both these drivers, both Kevin and Brian, last week after their heat race wins, and during the warm-up session, they were pretty much they both said the same thing. They're not going to give each other any advice on how to get around Richmond last week, but I gotta wonder, are they starting to they starting to do something here in the back pocket because they are on the dirt at the moment?
I don't really actually know. I haven't spent a whole lot of time talking to them. I just know that they are brothers, and they both do very well. Brian McCann hard into the wall in the back straightaway there. It looked like he just got a little bit too much throttle in it, and the truck just pointed right on him. He manages to gather back up and holds on to second at the moment over Tim Schofield in the 12, but Schofield right up on him. Here comes Cole Pendergraft to the inside of Schofield, making it a 2-wide battle down the back straightaway. The 14 of Pendergraft gets loosed on the back straightaway. There must be a rough spot back there or something catching these drivers off guard.
Well, I've noticed in the last couple of heat races, and again, this is could come back to drivers not being familiar as what we are on the dirt side of things, especially in these trucks. You can't gas it up because otherwise the rear end just sort of flicks out. And that's what we're seeing here in the last couple of laps. Drivers just getting a little too throttle happy, and then all of a sudden their cars go hard into the concrete wall. And these trucks right now, you probably want to be about 50, 60, maybe 70% throttle around this type of racetrack, especially in the trucks.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been my experience, you're faster when you run more throttle in the turns and less throttle in the straightaways with the trucks or any kind of stock car really that iRacing offers. If you're running the NASCAR Cup cars or you're running NASCAR trucks, seems to me you want to run a little more in the turns than what you do on the straightaways to really pick up that pace and keep it going. These drivers, as you mentioned, not quite being used to it and as comfortable as what we are on the dirt, still working on figuring it out. Doug Wysocki has already taken it pit side here for heat number 3.
Yeah, Kevin McCann this time by out of turn number 4, looking to break the cycle from the inside of the pole cars, getting the heat race wins. Kevin McCann started outside front row of his brother Brian McCann in the 3 machine, and right now he'll have 2 more left-hand turns. He'll turn right to go left into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Kevin McCann will win heat race number 3. Brian McCann home in second. Unofficially at the moment, these results as they come past the start-finish line. Tim Schofield in third. Then we'll go back to Kyle Pendergraft, Matthew Kopp to round out your top 5, and of course Doug Wysocki back in, already causing a DNF in heat race number 3. We'll take a look at the official results coming up right now on your screen. McCann, that's Kevin. Brian McCann second. Tim Schofield, Kyle Pendergraft, Matthew Kopp, and Doug Wysocki, the 6 drivers. As BJ, we get set for the 4th and final heat race of the night.
And with that race, you'll have Joshua Funkhauser in the 81 machine starting on pole, and to his outside is going to be Chris Mefford in a 46.
Row 2 will be Cody Hager. We'll start from position number 3, and Brian McCubbin will line up at a position number 4.
Can we get confirmation on that? Is it McCubbin or is it McCubbin?
McCubbin, I don't know. We'll go with, look, whatever happens.
All right. Well, then we got
go with, McCubbin?
I think it's McCubbin. Alex and I had a conversation. I think it's McCubbin.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's go with McCubbin.
All right. On to your 3rd and final row, you've got Dakota Clark for CW Motorsports in at number 38, and to his outside is going to be Quick Cook. Just how quick can Quick Cook be here in the number 54 machine tonight?
It's Cook Quick. You said Quick.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, see?
Cook Quick.
Yeah, BJ, 2 can play that game.
Facts.
Alright, quickly, who's you picking this one? Mefford or Funkhauser?
Am I picking this one? You know what? I'm gonna go back to front. I'm gonna pick Cook Quick.
Okay, look, I'm gonna go with Chris Mefford. Seen him last week go from the back not once, but twice. He had to start at the rear. He's in fact won the last 2 weeks in a row. We'll see if he can make it 3 wins in a row. Joshua Funkhauser, ladies and gentlemen, lead us to the green flag and down into turn number 1 and 2. Hager in that 66 machine now looking to take over the race lead down into 3 and 4 with maybe a little bit of a slide jump, but no, stays to the midway point of the racetrack, and he was going right through the slick, BJ, whereas Funkhauser was right up in the moisture.
He was, and he was making it work, staying right alongside of Funkhauser, and actually, I think he had the position there on the front. So anyway, I looked away for a split second to check the times, and I think he actually had it on the front straightaway. He's making it work, and that is not something a lot of practiced dirt drivers can do. So props to Funkhauser on that one there. As he looks for a slide jump, goes up in front of the 81, the little nudge puts him down into grass, and that's going to cost him everything as he falls clear back to the rear.
Yeah, here comes Mefford now. Chris Mefford in the 46 machine takes over the race lead by about half a truck length, but now back to the inside goes Joshua Funkhauser right through the slick in turn number 1. He'll get the moisture on the exit of turn number 2, but Chris Mefford in that 46 again looking to put himself in a good starting position for tonight's main event. Of course, 100 laps is the distance. You'll see 110 laps on the ticker, but we'll break it down into 3 stages. We'll talk about that in just a few seconds time, but right now it's Mefford leading after lap number 4, Funkhauser in second, Hager and then Cook Quick up to position number 4. BJ, well, he's advanced up 2 spots.
He has. I noticed there was a little bobble out of Dakota Clark and Brian McCubbin, both there in turns number 3 and 4, that allowed him to move up there. He's not quite gaining ground. Matter of fact, he's actually losing ground on them, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose out on that guess, but I was hopeful. But Chris Mefford made his way. Funkhauser actually broke the trend that we had going with the outside row getting the run, but he has since been passed by Chris Mefford here as we're just past the halfway mark, getting ready to go 3 to run this time by.
Yeah, Mefford again, like he said, he's picked up week number 2 win, week number 3 win, and well, here at the dirt track at Charlotte for week number 4, there is 16 races in the season. After tonight, we are officially a quarter of the 3rd season done here in the IROC Spartan Logistics Asphalt Series. Right now, 2 to run as Joshua Funkhouse looks to close in here on your race leader. Chris Mefford in the 46 machine. Just a lane lower than what he is into turns 1 and 2, BJ. And I'm going to say Funkhouse is doing a pretty good job. He's really closing in and putting the pressure on Chris Mefford.
Just barely keeping it out of the wall right there. We actually saw sparks off the right rear of his car. I don't know if that picked up on the broadcast or not, but he got loose on the back straightaway. That is going to hurt him as he falls back just over half second. White flag is out for Chris Mefford.
Look at this battle on for second and third, but this time by into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes a slide by Cody Haga in the 66 machine. He'll drift up. Meanwhile, Chris Mefford comes out of turn number 4 across the start finish line. He gets the win. Joshua Funkhauser and Cody Haga. Boy, that was tight. Harger or Harger? Harger? I'm going to go with Harger.
Harger?
Harger?
I was going with Harger, and they haven't corrected me yet. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
I'm sure someone's going to correct us soon enough. Now, we've got a 5-minute warm-up session. The track looks like it's been reset to zero, so it looks like a bit of a fresh track for the main event. And I believe these drivers are going to have 5 minutes of practice on the dial, so we might, before we step aside, we might, we're not even going to step aside, we might even just try and talk to some of these drivers. But Heat 4 results, Chris Mefford gets the win. Joshua Funkhauser second, just ahead of Cody Harger, Cook Quick, Dakota Clark, and Brian McCubbin, who makes up the 6 cars for heat race number 4. BJ, let's go and talk to some of the drivers. Let's, now here's the thing. Whoops. Here's the thing. Is moving the, like, once we talk to the drivers, once we move them out, I've got to remember what race channel they go in.
Alright.
Okay.
Who you want to talk to? And I'll keep an eye on what channel.
So this is race channel number 2.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to Chris Mefford in the 46 machine. We'll chat to the driver that we're going to go 3 in a row. Chris, you come away with a heat race number 4 victory. What are your thoughts here on the asphalt side of things, buddy?
I suck.
Suck. That's okay.
Well,
I mean that's simple.
No, I'm not a dirt racer at all. I just got lucky that the 2 guys in front of me got together. And just right in the middle line made it hard for them to pass. I got a feeling tonight's going to be a crapshoot. Just because there is almost one lane. I mean, there's 2 lanes, but a lot of us aren't experienced dirt racers. That's the difference between dirt and asphalt, is that a dirt racer can come to asphalt and be at least halfway competitive. You can't really bring an asphalt guy to dirt and be half as competitive.
Well, I tell you what, I gotta say, you guys are doing a pretty stout job so far. But you guys you've had 10 laps of racing conditions. You guys got you've had a whole bunch of practice before we went to qualifying, and you guys just had 10 laps. What's been the biggest adjustment that you've had to make since coming to the dirt here tonight?
It's got to be the track state. I got in here a little late, and the track was already used up. The groove was already pushed up to the wall. I couldn't do anything with it. In that heat race, the track groove was moved down a little bit, about a truck and a half length. So it kept me off the wall from bouncing off the wall. So I got a feeling about 20 laps in, this track's going to be probably trashed or pretty close to trash. So I think it's just going to be a thing about survival.
No, buddy. Well, look, good luck in the main event, and who knows, we might just be talking to you later on and making it 3 in a row.
Yeah, don't hold your breath on that one, brother.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I won't hold my breath, but I'll keep talking. We'll bring in Kevin McCann, and BJ, you want to chat now?
Well, before we bring in Kevin McCann, I just want to go ahead and mention real quick. I talked to I talked to Mefford a little bit last week after the race, and he was actually trying to get me into his truck for this week because he said he didn't have anything for the dirt side, and I think he might have just proved himself wrong in that heat and proved himself wrong from that interview as well. So, hello, Kevin McCann, who's going to join us now in the booth. How are you doing, Kevin?
Hey, good. How are you guys?
Oh, doing all right. Did a good job there pulling home the heat race. Was it heat race number 3 win, I believe it was?
Yeah.
Over your brother Brian there. Looking smooth. No mistakes out of that number 3 machine, or 33 machine. Brian's the one in the 3. Out of that 33 machine for that race. What's your take coming over here to the dirt from the asphalt side where you're usually at, where we usually see you?
Oh, it's a whole different ball game. I have just a little bit of experience on dirt, but man, these trucks they just drive totally different on dirt. Not like any dirt car out there. It's a handful. So I think the name of the game tonight is just going to be consistency.
So who's now hang on, BJ, we just sort of tapped into the 3 machine of Brian as well.
Oh.
Who's what's the stake here tonight, boys? I know there's a little sibling rivalry, a family rivalry going on. Who's buying the beers if who loses? Who's buying?
Well, Brian's pretty used to buying by now, so I feel bad and don't take his money anymore.
Getting deep in here.
Who's the oldest one out of you two boys?
That'd be me, Brian.
Okay, so look, I'm the youngest of 3. Are you just letting him win because he's the youngest?
I don't let nobody win.
Okay, hey boys, we'll let you get set for the feature event. Good luck to the pair of yous.
Yeah,
Hey, thanks.
All right. Kevin McCann and Brian McKean joining us here in the booth. BJ will take a look at the starting grid here for tonight's feature event.
And going from back to front in row number 12, on the outside, you've got Brian McCubbin in the 09. To his inside, it's going to be the 34 for Falcon Motorsports, Doug Wasaki.
Mike Harper will line up at a position number 22 on the outside of row 11. To the inside in the Carbush Motorsports 51 at Hunter Clark, position number 21.
And for CW Motorsports on the outside of row number 10, that's going to be Dakota Clark in the 38. To his inside, it's going to be Matthew Kopp in the 22.
Matthew Brown in the 98 will start position number 18. Eric Dotts in the 87 will start position number 17.
Row number 8 is going to be Cook Quick on the outside, and on his inside for Team Tifosi is going to be Kyle Pendergraft.
Chris Wally, the 5, will start position number 14. Neil Quick in the 2 will start position number 13.
Cody Harger in the 66 on the outside of row number 6 and 12th. To his inside for me is Tim Schofield in the 12.
David Trumbley will start position number 10. The Falcon Motorsports 83 of Brandon Mefford lines up position number 9.
Joshua Funkhauser in the 81 on the outside of row number 4. And to his inside is going to be Brian McCann in the 3.
Vincent Short will start position number 6, and Jarrett Widener, the 88 for CW Motorsports, starts position 5.
That's going to be Chris Mefford on the outside of row number 2, and Kevin McCann on the inside.
Jesse King will start position number 2, and starting pole position for tonight's 100-lap main event, the number 70 of Aaron Smith. Very quickly, BJ, the stages we spoke about is going to be broken up into 3 stages. At the end of stage 1 will be lap number 50. At the end of stage 2 will be lap 85. And then we'll run the final 25 laps under the green flag. Speaking of green flags, the green flag is out. It's going to be Aaron Smith and Jesse King to lead us down into turn number 1 and 2 here. And again, 100 laps, the extra 10 laps you see on the board to complete the end of the stages as we are working on completing lap number 1 and Aaron Smith. Well, he's looking for a clean sweep here tonight. There'll be no pit stops. It'll just be straight up 100 laps around the virtual dirt track at Charlotte.
Looking for it in there. You saw it in turn number 1. He slung it in there as they go 2 wide behind him. That's the 93 of Jesse King and the 33 of Kevin McCann. Kevin McCann, we just spoke to him. He is looking like he's struggling, but there on the inside as he has fallen off the pace. The 15 of Vincent Short is now looking to start working on his outside as well.
Yeah, McCann now short to the outside on Kevin McCann down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be McCann getting a little loose and drifted up in front of Vincent Short. Vincent Short, tell you what, you've done a nice job not to get into the back of McCann and turn him around. BJ, these guys, I mean, hey, tell you what, they mightn't be the fastest, but I'll tell you what, the dirt guys could really learn something from these guys.
You really could. You know, there is a brake pedal on every single car on iRacing, and they have just proved it right there. As Vincent Short managed to use that brake pedal and keep it out of the back of Kevin McCann. Very well done.
Biggest mover so far is the 5 of Chris Wally. Now, he started 14th. He's up to position at number 9. He's gotten by Joshua Funkhauser. We are working on 5 laps in to this 100 lap main event still. Well, 105 on the board, but 95 of the green flag. Let's just call it 95.
McCann goes around.
Well, who was that? Brian McCann.
Brian McCann, number 3 machine, gets turned, gets a little bump from the rear end of Jarrett Widener. Widener claiming it as well. They're going into turn number 1. You see Widener just get a little bit loose, but rockets him down the back straightaway and right into the back of Brian. Just too quick there for him to get a chance to react. We take another look at it here.
Jarrett Widener had a pretty good finish in the heat race, but now, unfortunately, he's going to be sent to the back of the field. But I seen it last week at Richmond, where it was the 46 of Chris Mefford, who I believe has been sent to the rear for winning the last couple of weeks as well. He's got some right side damage on that car, BJ. Take a look at the right side of that race car on the right rear quarter panel, even on the front left, actually.
Yeah, it looks like he might have got a little bit of a right rear tag from somebody else there. Might have put him up in the wall. Actually, quite interesting the way the damage looks there. It actually looks different on your screen than it does on my screen. It looks like it literally shredded metal off that truck.
I'm just trying to think how we could have done that, because you got the right rear that's damaged, you got the left front that's damaged.
What it looks like to me is he got a little tag, and actually, if you look at that 51 machine, he's got a little bit of right rear damage. I wonder if he got a little bump from the 51 machine or another driver out there that sent him up to the wall, and he was able to stop the front from hitting, but his rear end smacked as he brought it back down. The green flag is back out here at the dirt track of Charlotte. Aaron Smith with a great restart. Kevin McCann moves to the high side, or to the outside of Jesse King. Jesse King getting the second position at the moment, but here comes Kevin McCann. He looks back to the inside into turns number 1 and 2 as they go side by side. Slide job out of the 33. Yeah, gotcha. But Kevin McCann and King going side by side for that second position. We're looking right now at Kyle Pendergraph in 10th as he tries to work his way through the field, dives to the inside. That's the 81 of Funkhauser. He moves up to 9th. Good move there. Here comes Funkhauser once again, down across in front of McCann and Brower. Funkhauser getting a great run. He tags the back of the 2 machine of Quick. Funkhauser falls all the way back into 14th. Drivers falling back here. There goes Funkhauser. And a car going around. That's going to be Harper. I believe that is Harper. It just went around. And caution flag waves here once again for the IROC. I'm struggling here. For the Iracing IROC Challenge Series. See the 09. That's going to be Brian McCubbin with smoke rolling out of the back of his car. We do apologize. We don't have a replay at the moment of the caution. But Aaron Smith still leading over Brian McCann and Jesse King in 3rd. It's going to be Vincent Short, Cody Harger rounding out your top 5. As we have the Clarks now back at the back. Brian McCann back in 24th once again. He falls back. Drivers getting ready to take the green flag once again here as we go 2 by 2. Aaron Smith up in the front. Kevin McCann on his outside. Jesse King in the 93. He'll start behind of Aaron Smith. Green flag is out. Aaron Smith with a good start down the front straightaway. Kevin McCann going right behind him. Here comes Jesse King on the inside of that 33 machine. So we're looking now back at Brandon Mefford in the 83. Chris Wally on his inside, crossover, contact through the infield. Caution flag out once again. We saw the 83 of Brandon Mefford get sent through the infield there. So the 83 Brandon Mefford gets slid by Chris Wally. He looks to turn down and go under. Catches the 2 of Neil Quick in the 2. 14 of Cole Pendergraph. Hits the brakes to stay out of Neil Quick and just goes around, collecting several drivers behind. That's going to be the 98 of Brower, the 12 of Schofield, and the 87 of Dotson. Jarrett Widener getting caught up in that as well. Several drivers involved in that caution, as Aaron Smith still leads the way in that number 70 machine. Jesse King moved his way back into second. Kevin McCann and Cody Harger and Vincent Short will round out your top 5 pace cars in. Aaron Smith getting ready to lead him back to the green flag. A lot of drivers still not quite lined up, it looks like, because we're getting ready to go green out of turn number 4. Here we go. Aaron Smith on the loud pedal down the front straight away. 3 wide for second. That's going to be McCann, King, and Harger. Harger is up 8 positions into that 4th spot as he is working on battling his way out. And Brett Wheeler is back as we are still 3 wide, but that... And there they go, they funneled back out, but they were still 3 wide. It looked like the 83 of Brandon Mefford was up there, but he then falls back. The 88 of Jarrett Widener, he has moved back, moving around a lot.
Looks like I've missed somewhat of a good race here, BJ.
You definitely did. You missed a couple cautions.
Oh, okay. Look, sorry, not sorry, but as we continue to work right now here on completing lap number 24 of this 100 lap main event. Again, the caution will wave at lap number 50, and that'll be end of the stage 1. Now the top 3 on that one as well, BJ, will be sent to the end of the line. They'll also grab some bonus points as well, so they'll have a chance to grab some bonus points. And well, speaking of looking at grabbing some bonus points, Aaron Smith will lead down into turn number 1 and 2 on the top side of the racetrack. It's the 33 of Kevin McCann working down inside. What a good battle this is.
Absolutely. Aaron Smith is now under attack. He's been nearly uncontested all race long until now, as Kevin McCann actually moves into the race lead. He's working that middle to bottom groove. The lap traffic coming into play now. You see the 38 of Dakota Clark on the outside there, doing a good job of keeping it up top and out of the way of the leaders. Aaron Smith still sticking to the top side where he seems to be more comfortable and trying to get caught back up there, but it is hurting him as Kevin McCann is running away with it now.
Yeah, Kevin McCann looking to put Cook quick in the 54, a lap down to Smith. Now look at the battle on for positions 3 and 4. Jesse King in the 93 on the top side. Vincent Short down low. They're closing in on the 70 of Smith, who was good in qualifying. He was good in the heat race, and well, he's been good so far in the opening 28 laps of this main event.
He absolutely has been, as he's still running second. It looks like he's starting to struggle just a little bit. Caution flag waves here once again over the racetrack. Trying to look.
Joshua Backhauser and Jarrett Widener.
We'll take a look here at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. You see the 81 machine running up on the top side. He's got some damage to the rear end, and there's contact from the 88. He's got damage to the whole left side of that thing. It's just flat out missing. They don't quite go around. Driver's doing a good job to save it. I'm going to admit, I'm not sure what's going on with your damages right now, but that is really cool. You can flat out see straight through the whole side of that car. Can we get a close-up of that?
Of the Funkhauser car?
Yeah, that is sick looking.
Yeah, look, that's what I do.
You see the fuel tank in there? You can see the driver. You can see his legs right there. You see pretty much the entire motor inside that car. I'm not sure what is going on with the damages there, but that is really cool.
Sure is. That's the beauty of having everything on high. It just makes things work. And we're gonna take a quick break and just pay one quick commercial break. Alright, we're back underway here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Race number 4 of 16 of the IROC Asphalt Series, season number 3. Kevin McCann leads us through 1 and 2. Vincent short on the inside of Aaron Smith now, and Smith back to the outside. He's back to the cushion, down into 3 and 4. And we're under yellow. And BJ, I'm a little, the feet are starting to get itched right now. What I would take just to get out there and rip the cushion here at the dirt track at Charlotte.
Oh man, I've like got the jitters looking at how beautiful that cushion looks. I see Kevin McCann running the inside, and he took the lead on the inside, but man, I'm like itching to get out on track right now and just nail the cushion.
Alright, David Trumbly in the number 96 machine. Could be the reason why we're under the caution flag again. Oh, the 93 of Medford. 83, sorry. Just comes up. Bend over. And I think it's safe to say there's a couple of trucks out there that have probably seen better days. If I'm, tell you what, if I'm their paint guy right now, I'm probably going, well, you know what, hey, I mean, these guys are tearing up their trucks. It means I've got work for the next couple of weeks. Well, actually, next week, I should say, because we'll be back again next week for round number 5.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have his hands full repainting all these trucks. That's for darn sure.
Can I, look, okay, people, I haven't posted it anywhere. I've only posted it to a couple of people. But can I tell you the joys of having 4 monitors right now?
Man, I'm not going to lie. I've got 3 odd-sized, odd-brand monitors, and when I saw your 4 monitors and how nice and beautiful and laid out they were, I'm not even going to say I was slightly jealous. I was very jealous.
It's just, I was thinking, yeah, as I said to you beforehand, we're about to come back to green. I was thinking that, you know, 3 screens, people go, oh yeah, what do you need 3 screens for? Well, simply, I was running out of room. 4 screens? At the moment, I've got just enough, but I can't go anywhere else before having to get another computer again, so I just sold my other computer to a good friend of mine up in Queensland, so, yeah, look, I'm trying to do my good for the gaming community. Green flag is back out. We've completed lap 37. Don't forget we're about, well, now 13, no, what are we going? Lap 58. Yeah, we're 13 laps away from the first stage ending, and before Kevin McCann, if he is able to hold on to the race lead at the end of lap number 50, he will be given an EOL along with 2nd and 3rd place. But those 3 drivers, they will all bag some bonus points as well. We'll try and chat to some of the drivers as well after the stage, or in fact, if we can get a chance. I wonder if we could talk to some of them right now if we are under the yellow flag, since we're under the yellow flag conditions. Who we got out there? Tell you what, let's have a chat to... I'll see if we can bring him up now. I'm always skeptical of bringing people up and tapping into their radios. But Tim Schofield, Brett Real in the booth. Got a copy, buddy? Tim, you got a copy?
Well,
Maybe not. Okay.
all right. Good chat.
Good, great chat. Great chat. I think, look, I actually want to get in touch here with Chris as well, but I think if they're coming to 1 to green, we might just hold off on that one because it's a little bit shorter in the pace laps around the dirt track at Charlotte than what you would have liked to, you know, where if we go to, you know, like Richmond last week or even, you know, Daytona where, you know, you get quite a bit of time, you can tap into the one-way communication system and chat to the drivers.
It's not quite the same here on the dirt as Chris Wally actually. He's the man behind the scenes with this series, and he actually penalized himself on that one. Took credit for the caution and penalized himself. He went to the rear. But here we come back to the green flag. Kevin McCann gets a rocket, takes a rocket ship launch down the front straightaway over Aaron Smith.
Oh, no, look at Cody. What we say with Harger? Harger,
Harger, I think, is what you just added on that one.
Yeah. All right, look, we're going to go with it. He's battling with the 93 of Jesse King. Vincent Short getting a little loose in front of him. This is the battle for 4 and 5 down into turn number 1 and 2. And here comes the 88 of Jarrett Widener. Peter, you go back to one of the first 2 cautions. Widener was involved in that, so he's been sent to the back. And now he's back up in closing in on the top 5. So he's really making some moves.
Yeah, Widener's actually been involved in 2 cautions. He is driving the wheels off that 88 machine right now to have himself back up there. And taking a look back right behind him, the 98, that is Matthew Brower. He's up 11 spots right there as well, up in the 7th. We were just taking a look for a second there at the battle once again between that King and Harger there.
Yeah, I got to also mention as well the 46 of Chris Murphy. Not that you'll be able to see that number on any part of that race car because there's nearly not a straight panel left on that 46, but he's a driver that has won the last 2 weeks in a row. He had to start at the tail end of the field, and well, he's up inside the top 10. Although that trucks has certainly seen better days, that pit crew is already thinking 5 laps ahead, saying, "Righto, boys, we need to get some quick repairs done on that 46 machine."
And if I was him, I'd be aiming for that 4th position just so I could start up. That would put him on the pole as the top 3 will take the EOL after this stage here. So I'd be looking as quickly as I could for that 4th position. One thing I gotta wonder, how did he rip the sheet metal off the top of the truck? That's the one thing I want to know.
Only one man can answer that question.
Chris Mefford.
Yeah, exactly. It's not any of us. Now, battle on for positions 2, 3, and 4. Smith, Short, and King. Great battle on here. And again, the top 3 will get the bonus points. So right now, 2 out of these 3 drivers are potentially going sent to the rear, but also going to bag some bonus points for the season. As Aaron Smith on the outside, 2 laps left to run. Might be 1 lap left to run until we get the yellow flag for the bonus point and for stage number 1 to be completed. Kevin McCann will come across the stripe that time by. That will complete lap number 49 on the iRacing ticker up on the top left of your screen. And looks like we might go one more time around before the yellow is thrown. Kevin McCann leads. He's got a good margin right now. Nearly a 2-second gap down into 3 and 4. The end of stage number 1 is about to be complete.
Yeah, they come down the straightaway. You'll see the yellow flag come out here momentarily. Maybe?
There it is.
And there it is. The Kevin McCann takes home stage number 1 and picks up the bonus points. Vincent Short and Aaron Smith will be the 3 recipients of the EOL. As we get ready to go into stage number 2, drivers are going to go around and get their quick repairs if they need them. Add fuel if they need it, which they're under fixed, so I don't know if they're going to be needing fuel or not. Depends on how they have it set up. I just got the hiccups.
All right, well, tell you what, let's tap into stage number 1, radio's winner, Kevin McCann, the 33. Kevin, we spoke to you just before going into the main event, and, well, you lead at the end of stage 1, you grab some bonus points, but now, I believe you're getting sent to the tail end of the field. I mean, after 50 laps here at the dirt track at Shell, are you feeling a little bit more comfortable?
Yeah, I'm starting to get in my rhythm, I think, as the track is slicking up. I'm starting to find the grooves, I think, where the grip is. And yeah, I'm just getting a little bit more comfortable. I think I was turning some pretty good laps there. I don't know what happened behind me. I don't know if they got in a crash on the last couple of laps, but I was slowly pulling away from them. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, what's going to be the game plan for stage number 2? Because you'll have 30 laps this time before the end of stage number 2, but you've got a lot of cars in front of you you've got to pass, buddy.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to take it easy this stage and try to keep the truck clean. A lot of yellows that last stage there, and a lot of damage cars out of the race. So I think I'm just going to try to keep it clean and try to fight back for the last stage.
All right, buddy. Well, look, good luck on stage 2 and good luck for the rest of the night.
Yep, thanks.
There we go, Kevin McCann, the end of stage at number 1 winner. BJ, that is stage 1 complete. Again, just to keep the viewers up to date on what is happening, at the end of stage 1, the top 3 get sent to the end of the line. They will also receive some bonus points for leading the top 3 at the end of stage number 1. They'll get some bonus points towards the season ends points, and same thing will happen at stage number 2. At the end of stage 2, we'll see first, second, and third get sent to the end of the line for the final stage, but they will also receive some bonus points as pace truck is in. Looks like we're set for a restart this time. Bayern. Next stage will end at lap number 85. BJ, green flag set to come out.
Look at the green flag. You got Jesse King now starting on the pole, and here we go. Leader's got control of the field now. Jesse King gets a pretty decent start, but Cody Harger staying right there on his heels. He goes to the middle of the track trying to get that run on King.
You know what? I'm going to change it. I'm going to go to Harger, just because if you look at his, this is a theory. Cody Harger, you take out the ODY and Cody, it becomes Charger. I'm going to go with Harger.
I like it.
Just
I like it.
Making things up on the fly. Eric Dotson, the 87, looking to the inside for position 3 over the 2 machine of Neil Quick. You go back to Chris Wally in the 5 in 5th position. Tim Schofield on the outside as he gets a little tight there on the exit of turn number 2, and that truck just nearly come out from underneath him. And then you go back to the 14, Carl Pendergraft, Matthew Cope as well. Pendergraft looking to the inside, right through the middle of the racetrack he goes.
A lot of these drivers finding a lane through the middle. If you take a look, you can actually see there's still a tacky section through the middle. And I just want to point one thing out really quick. If you take a look at the 2 machine of Neil Quick, look at the back of the truck, and then look at any other truck. I think he took a shot to the rear end as the back of that truck looks short compared to everybody else's.
Look, it can happen. Yeah, it can happen. And it can happen very quickly. Matthew Kopp. And look at Aaron Smith. Holy dooly. The 70 is on a charge right now, BJ.
He absolutely is. He has moved all the way back up into the 9th position. Just a reminder, he took the EOL for finishing in 3rd in stage number 1 and is now back up into 8th position. He is flying through this field.
Certainly is. Right now, lap 60 is complete on the ticker, so 50 laps remaining. So essentially, we now past half race distance here in race number 4 of season 3 of the Spartan Logistics IROC Asphalt series here on UltimateDirtTV. The first of 3 visits to a dirt track on the schedule. I know we've got Knoxville, and we may have, I want to say maybe, would you say Bristol, eh?
Bristol, I believe, and I think it's Bristol and Knoxville. It might be Eldor. Maybe they've got 4. They might even have 4. Not 100% sure.
Tell you what I can do. The beauty of having 4 screens. I can check. We go to
rub it in.
Knoxville, July 29. We go to Eldora Speedway, race 13 of 16 on September 9. And that's it. There is no Bristol.
No Bristol, so it's Eldora. Alright, so I was wrong.
I thought you loved us.
Whale.
Whale. Green for
Whale.
fail. Oh, someone's smoking big time. Brian McCann.
Oh, that is
machine.
Ryan,
Yep.
the winner of the first week, I believe it was.
Yeah, he'll have to come in and
was
get a quick repair on that one because there's no way that truck is going to survive it much longer. Neil Quick now pulling a slide job on Chris Wally. Hell yeah, buddy. Neil Quick showing him how to do a slider here on the dirt.
Neil Quick looking pretty quick at the moment as he is now on the outside of Chris Wally as they work their way around Brian McCann. I gotta get my smoke rolling, but I'm afraid my computer will die if I do.
Oh, look at Quick running the cushion. Here comes Aaron Smith in the 70 machine. Up to position number 5. Kevin McCann, the end of stage 1 winner. He's up to 8. And then who was in 3rd?
Third place driver was Smith. Smith was in 3rd.
Vincent Short.
And then
driver. Vincent Short. Yeah,
yes.
he's up to 10th. So, I mean, the top 3 at the end of stage 1 have found themselves inside the top 10 and closing in on what is about 17 to go before the end of stage number 2. Look out! We got Brower in the 98 machine. He's smoking as he's trying to get down to the bottom of the racetrack. Cody Harger in that 66 machine. Trombley's a lap car. Jarrett Widener a lap car as well. There's your race leader of Jesse King in the 93. And BJ, if you're on the racetrack right now, do you go for the bonus points or at the end of stage 2, knowing that there's only going to be about 20 laps in the final stage, do you put yourself at about 4, 5 or 6?
I'd aim for 4th. I really would. I would probably honestly aim for 4th for every single stage. That's just me because I look at the bigger picture. Yeah, you're going to pick up bonus points for each stage, but I'm the bigger picture kind of guy that looks for the race win.
So, do you not go for the win in stage 1 and then drive through the field and put yourself near a top 5 at the end of stage 2 to put yourself into a better picture or a better starting spot for that final stage?
Have you seen my kind of luck? If I start at the back, have you seen my kind of luck?
Yeah, not new race it is.
Yeah, exactly. So, we see drivers working through the lap traffic. Oh, Neil Quick up into the wall. Chris Wally gets on his inside and gets around him. Here comes Aaron Smith as he is now in 4th and looking for 3rd over Chris Wally to the inside. 3 wide to the front straightaway. Aaron Smith down into turn number 1. Looks to throw the slide job on Chris Wally, and he does. Wally dives back down, trying to get to the inside of Aaron Smith on the back straightaway. That is Smith on the outside, Wally on the inside in that pink and white number 5.
Well, can Wally hold on to a top 3? Will Smith come from the back? Look at Kevin McCann in the 33 machine. He's just rolling the bottom side. Here comes McCann. Can McCann put himself in a good spot as well to grab some bonus points? There's Brian McCann. How is Brian McCann still rolling around on the bottom of the racetrack considering that car has been blowing smoke for the last 10 to 12 laps, PJ?
And all pun intended, he just keeps on trucking.
Wow. You're making a Chris Wally of yourself right now. Kevin. Yeah, you want to play the pun game? You're talking to the wrong person about that one. You'll certainly get the Vincent end of that stick. I mean, the short end of that stick.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, look, I can make this very quick.
Wait, I remember we did this once before. We went for an entire race. I think it was the Daytona road course race that we broadcasted. Went for the entire race throwing puns at each other.
Yeah, let's just say that race didn't end well either. Jesse King, Cody Harger, and Aaron Smith, your top 3. Aaron Smith, the car on screen at the moment. There's Kevin McCann sitting in 4th position. And again, what is going through his mind right now just to think, well, hey, if I'm 4th at the end of stage number 2, he's going to restart on pole, and that'll give him a good shot to picking up some points for the endo. And the mate, getting the checkered flag. Yeah, really stumbling today. I guess these 4 screens have really got me cooking.
Well, I stumbled there for a good while getting used to me changing because I've got your feed up, I've got my race feed up, and then I've had to move my SDK over to a different screen so that I could see my time in the scoring. So I stumbled just from that. I could only imagine being in your shoes right now.
Like, I honestly, I want to watch the racing, but I just don't know where to look.
What screen you got it on?
What screen have I got?
Right.
I got 4 screens to look at, BJ.
Ooh, right now we're looking
The race screen? Well,
Chris Wally.
Well, I mean, do we go 1, 2, 3, 4? Because I got that on 3.
Well, there you go. Look at 3. But we're looking right now at Chris Wally as he is running in that 5th position. Cole Pendergraft up, I believe he's up as farthest he's been all night, up 9 positions into 6th. As he took a look to the inside of Wally, but nothing doing for him there. As the 15 of Vincent Short looking to make his way back through the field. He's back up to 6th as he makes his way around Pendergraft.
All right, we're going to show something on the screen here. You see the times coming up next to the drivers' names? That is their best lap time. So that would have been at the start of the race. Take a look at the last lap times by. So we are well over a second from their fastest lap times to what they are turning right now.
Speaking of which, take a look at those lap times at who's turned the fastest lap that last time by. That was Cody Harger.
Yeah,
And then
had it by a 10th, by the way.
Yeah, he is on a roll right now. Chris Wally loose there in turn number 3 and 4. He manages to gather back up. Good job by Wally to get a hold of that car.
And I believe we are looking at the checkered flag here on stage number 2. Jesse King is already in turns 1 and 2. Lap 85 was the target for the end of stage number 2, I believe. There it is. Now that's
caution
coming out. Let's see if we can tap into the 93. He's in channel 6, okay, BJ? Just keep an eye out. Just remember that one if I don't. But Jesse King, Brett Wheel in the booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes.
Hey, buddy, you are dominant in stage number 2, but over the next 20 laps, you've got to come from the back. How you feeling? Are you confident?
Confident, no. Comfortable, maybe.
Have you had much dirt experience?
Oh, yeah, man. I actually love running dirt. Now, in the trucks is a different story. I actually ran the dirt side in the big blocks. So, I'm no stranger to dirt by no means.
Well, what's been the biggest adjustment in the trucks to running from asphalt to dirt?
Patience and throttle control. Man, this is a completely different beast in these trucks. It's quite amazing.
We were talking earlier about, BJ and I were talking earlier about the throttle control. What sort of percentage of your throttle would you be using down the straight compared to the turns?
Now that this track's wore out, I'm probably less than 50% down the straights and maybe 55, 60 in the turns.
All right, buddy. Well done on winning stage number 2. We'll wish you the best of luck for the final stage here in just a couple of laps' time, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Jesse King. Now, that was channel 6, was that correct? Yes. There it is.
Yes.
Very spotter. All right. Yeah, go.
And that statement there, he actually confirmed what I was talking about there earlier with more throttle in the turns than what you use on a straightaway with these trucks. And Kevin McCann is now starting on the pole here for stage number 3. As the top 3 from the last stage just went to the rear. That was Jesse King. Aaron Smith was in 3rd. And Harger was in 2nd. These drivers are now at the tail end of the longest line here for the restart. We're coming back to green. Kevin McCann on the loud pedal brings us back to green for the 3rd and final stage here at the dirt track of Charlotte.
Final stage of race number 4 here of the Iracing IROC Asphalt season. This is season 3, I believe I was told earlier on. Kevin McCann, your race leader here with a final 19 laps upon us. Vincent Shawn in 2nd, Kyle Pendergraft in 3rd as Neil Quick now in the number 2 machine will sweep to the outside. Chris Wally being consistent top 5 driver all night, BJ. And so far, look, he hasn't been able to get the bonus points to finish top 3, But man, he's really putting himself in good shape to bag some points at the end of tonight's race.
He really has been. I can't help but wonder if he's been playing it conservative, trying to stay up at the front by keeping those positions throughout stage 1 and stage 2, so he wouldn't have to fight his way through the field. As we're looking we're looking side by side. There we go. I can talk, I promise. For that 3rd and 4th position, that's Neil Quick on the outside, and caution flag waves.
Caution flag will wave, and that will lead us into another 3 laps under the yellow flag condition, which means we'll probably take the green flag on lap number 97. Now, yes, in dirt, we've seen caution laps not counting. However, of course, because technically this is an asphalt series, although tonight we are on the dirt, something we are very comfortable and very familiar with. We are glad that these asphalt guys are finally coming into our neck of the woods to play. The caution laps will still be counting towards the total number of laps, and you've heard us say it, that this was a 100-lap main event, and if you're asking why it says 110, well, to end the stages, stage 1, stage 2, we added 5 laps to each stage to allow for drivers to go in, get some fast repairs if they need to, if they want to change tires, or if they want to get basically just a whole quick repair, get some of their laps back maybe. That's race control, allow those drivers, and of course allow the race control to send the top 3 to the end of the line and get everybody sorted out, because we know on the asphalt side of things, well, you might be looking at anywhere from a minute to 2.5 minutes, or 2 minutes a lap, a caution lap. Here on the dirt side of things, it'll take about 2 minutes to get your whole caution laps completed.
Yeah, it takes a few, but it's still a lot shorter than what it is if you're over on the asphalt side. So things roll very quickly here on the dirt side. Kevin McCann brings us back to the green flag. What a shot right there coming out of turn number 4.
Great shot. Lap 96 is on the board and completed. We start lap 97, means 14 remaining here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Kevin McCann, your race leader. Second is Vincent Short, Neil Quick in third. Chris Wally now moves up to fourth. Carl Pendergraft back to fifth. And boy, oh boy, these drivers are really making some moves. Look at Aaron Smith in the 70 machine, not once but twice. He's finished inside the top 3 at the end of stage 1 and 2. Can he get himself the podium end at the end of stage 3? Well, he's only got about 12 laps left to do it so.
And he is working hard on it as he is diving to the inside. Look at the moves that he is making as he shoots through the center. There you got Chris Mefford coming up on his inside. 3 wide there out of turn number 2. Down the back straight away. Smith gets the run on the back straight away and gets away from that 3 wide position as he looks to catch up to Harger now. Get a move around him. That would put him up into 6th. And on the shot for top 5 already if he gets upper to him.
Well, this 3-car battle might just be a 4-car battle brewing here in the next couple of laps. 10 laps left to go in the main event and race number 4, season 3 of the Iracing IROC Asphalt season here at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. As Carl Pendergraft holds on to position 4. Hydra on the outside in the 66. Chris Wally back there in 5th, right on the low side. There you see that bright yellow and black number 70 machine of Aaron Smith, who has been top 3 at the end of stage 1 and 2, and he's had to come from the back once again. And he's certainly making a charge at a top 5 position. Meanwhile, Harger and Pendergraft, they get by, they move just clear ahead of Chris Wally. But your top 3 at the moment, Kevin McCann over a 1 second advantage over Vincent Short. Neil Quick has got some problems. Oh boy! Quick goes from 3rd to 7th, and that was close for the drivers coming through.
That could have been bad real fast. That could have gotten bad real quick.
Yeah, ha ha ha. You really want to go there. You're certainly not the king. You're not the Jesse King of puns. But I tell you what, I'll cop it. Matthew, cop it.
Jeez.
Yeah. Just a few short laps remaining for Vincent Short in the 15th. We've got 6 to go. Stop it, BJ. Stop it. How is Brian McCann still going?
Still running.
How
because he can do it.
McCann, you've done it again. 5 to go for
Ken-
Kevin. Ah, you're getting me in trouble, BJ.
Kevin McCann will win this whole race if he keeps on doing what he's doing running up front. That one was a stretch.
Yeah, can he? I don't know where I want to go with that one. 4 laps to go for Kevin McCann. Vincent Short second. Cody Harder in third. Carl Pendergraft in fourth. Chris Wally fifth. Aaron Smith in sixth. And Smith now looking to get by Wally to sneak into the top 5. And I'll tell you what, Aaron Smith, he's going to bag a whole bunch of points after the dirt track at Charlotte tonight. Wally into the wall. Big time slider, and that car just did not turn.
It did not. You got to get the throttle just right with these things. It almost seems like too little throttle, you get tight. Too much throttle, guess what? You get tight. As we saw it right there, Chris Wally straight up into the wall, but he managed to recover and actually is still holding on to that 5th position over Smith, as Smith is digging on that cushion.
I've got it. McCann, he hold on. We'll find out. We are coming to the white flag, this time by into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. He is 4 turns away from claiming round number 4. Race number 4 is 16 here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The Iracing IROC Asphalt season number 3. McCann will lead down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3. Nice and straight out of turn number 4. Kevin McCann going to victory lane. Second will go to Vincent Shorty. Slides up out of turn 4. And putting Cody Harder in position number 3. And oh, we've had a car crash right in front of us. I want to say that was Neil Quick in the number 2 machine. But we'll wait for the final couple of cars to go around and come across the start finish line. BJ, 100 short laps here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And we are done.
So in a fantastic race, fantastic showing. What a run from drivers like Kevin McCann, winning stage 1, winning the race overall, and Aaron Smith, top 3 in 2 stages, and not far out of another top 3 for the 3rd stage, coming home in 5th place. So take a look now at our official results, but I'll let you take it.
All right, Kevin McCann, your winner. Vincent Short 2nd, Cody Harder in 3rd, Carl Pendergraft in 5th, Aaron Smith home in 5th, Jesse King 6th, Chris Wally 7th, Neil Quick in 8th, Chris Mefford 9th, and Tim Schofield will round out your top 10. We'll go down 11th on back. It'll be Mike Harper in 11th, Eric Dotson in 12th, Jarrett Widener 13th, Matthew Kopp 14th, Brandon Mefford in 15th, Hunter Clark 16th, Brian McCann 17th, 18th, David Trumbley, Dakota Clark in 19th, Matthew Brower in 20th, Cook Quick 21st, Joshua Funkhauser 22nd, Doug Wysocki in 23rd, and Brian McCubbin in 24th position. We'll go trackside here in just a few moments' time, and in fact, we're going to go down trackside right now. Go down to Victory Lane and chat to your race winner here tonight and getting the job done. In car number 33, it's Kevin McCann. Kevin, congratulations on the victory. And, well, you made that one look a little too easy there at the end of that one.
Yeah, no, it's that was a good last stage for me there. I felt like I figured out the track there once it got slick, and just tried to be as consistent as possible. And yeah, it worked out for me.
What was the game plan in that final stage? Because you had a pretty good seat in getting to the front.
Yeah, just guarding that inside line. Vincent was fast off of every restart there, and I was really worried he was going to get under me coming out of turn 2 on those restarts, because I felt like the bottom middle lane there was dominant, and I actually hadn't driven up top most of the night, especially when it's slick, so I didn't want to be forced up there. Get hung out to dry. So I just protected that bottom as much as I could.
Well, we've finished the first of 3 visits to a dirt track in this 16-week schedule. What can you take away from tonight to go to the next dirt track we go to, which is going to be Knoxville, followed by Eldora?
I think if you don't qualify up front, patience is key. As we saw tonight, a lot of yellows, a lot of guys getting their trucks tore up very early in the race. So I think if you just be patient and let the race come to you, and really try to maximize your points instead of trying to win every stage. It is glorious to do that, but as you can see with my brother, he didn't have a very good night. He got caught up in some wrecks early and ruined his chances tonight. So I think just being patient is the key to these dirt tracks.
How difficult is it to not hit the concrete wall when you're going sideways and trying to run the cushion, trying to not spin the tires, trying not to spin out, and try and hold back your opponents that might be trying to come back on the inside?
Yeah, that's to be honest, that's why I avoided that high line most of the night, because it's just so dicey and hard to be consistent and not hit the wall. I just did not want to chance it. It could have been the faster line. I don't know. I was just too nervous to go up there, to be honest. So I just tried to play it safe and stay away from the wall, try to find the grip down low, and yeah, that was my game plan.
No, buddy, well done on the win here tonight. Before we let you go, Kevin, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you?
Yeah, I just think Chris Wally, Brian Reek, Kyle Pendergraph, everybody that puts the league on. Shout out to Jesse King there. It was fun racing, I think first or second stage? First stage. We had a lot of side-by-side racing. That was pretty cool, cutting, over under each other slide jobs. It was a blast. And then thanks to all the sponsors that put on the league, Spartan Logistics, Hydrotech PC, those guys. And yeah, thank you guys for doing the broadcast.
All right, there we go. Kevin McCann home in first place. BJ, you're caught up with a runner-up of Vincent Short.
Yeah, Vincent Short, got a copy?
I copy.
All right, fantastic run in that number 15 machine, bringing it home in second. Didn't make a whole lot of noise, but you managed to keep it up there and keep it clean so you could bring it home in second for a strong finish. How about that, being out here on dirt over that asphalt?
That's where I originated from. I grew up around dirt tracks, so this is my forte. I've been looking forward to this race for a long time.
You did a fantastic job and showed your roots right there and brought it home in second. And really, truly, compared to most trucks out there, pretty clean truck by the time it was all said and done. What was your take on the track? What line would you have preferred to run? And
I had been practicing with about 50 to 80% slicked off and then just working the bottom. I pretty much ran third gear the whole race where I could get a downshift coming into the turns and be able to swing the rear end around it easier, make less work for me. But once it really slicked off there, probably the last 10, 15 laps, it was just a battle. I had a couple shots at Kevin, but at that point, I wasn't worth risking the points to try to nudge under him. And he usually runs pretty clean anyway. So, congratulations to him.
absolutely. And once again, congratulations on your second place finish there in that number 15 machine. Go ahead and give a sponsors, shout outs, all that good stuff. Who gets it done for you?
Right off the bat, be Spartan Logistics, our Holler Boys Racing with our Popple sponsor. Let's see here. Holler Boys Broadcasting, you guys for doing the broadcast tonight. Excellent job. All the racers out tonight. I'm glad I got a second out of this, get some points. And thankfully, I'd like to thank my wife because she supports me in every race I do on here, especially Iracing. She's a big part of the Holler Boys Racing team. Just wanted to give a shout out to her and tell her I love her.
Well, congratulations once again. And a fantastic job for Vincent Short. And Brett, I believe you caught up with Cody Harger.
Yeah, well, look, only one way to find out. Cody, congratulations on third place. Before we go any further, how do you pronounce your last name?
Harger.
Okay, so we were right the first time. Look, I'm not going to lie, we butchered your name probably about 7,000 times any time we've seen you on the racetrack. We butchered it, but hey, man, you come away with the third place finish here tonight. You got to be happy with that one?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I'm pretty stoked with it.
What was the biggest thing for you from from the asphalt side of things, and now you come to Charlotte. What was been the biggest sort of adjustment you had to make?
Well, really, the biggest thing that helped me out tonight was I had to run one of the little 5-race mini series to actually get in the league this season, and this was one of the races that we ran, and I was lucky enough to come away with the win on it. So I had some laps with this setup and kind of knew what the truck would do as the track weared out. So it was one of those things. I knew I didn't have just the raw pace when the track was sticky, but when it dried out, I figured I could drive with the best of them. So it was just be patient, keep the truck clean, don't bang it up too much, and then go like hell the last 20.
Tell the viewers what it's like to run right up against the wall, right up, right on that cushion when the track is black slick like it was in those last sort of 15, 20 laps, and how hard it is not to overdrive and damage that right side of your race car.
Yeah, it's pretty tough, especially because the truck is just real throttle tight. You give it gas and it wants to steer the truck back to the right. So you got to run it in there hard and hard enough to get the truck rotated so that when you pick up the throttle, it doesn't just plow the wall down. And then it's just a balancing act of, because if you come 6 inches off the wall, then you're going nowhere. And if you tap the wall, you can tap it a little bit and get away with it. But if you ever let the right front fender touch, there goes 2 or 3 tenths on your lap time. So it was just making sure that if the bumper tapped, you didn't let it come around and get all the way to the fender. And yeah, I mean, just walking a tightrope really. And but god dang, it was fun.
Well, buddy, well done on third place here tonight. No doubt there's a lot of good sponsors, a lot of good people behind the scenes that help get you here week in and week out. Now's an opportunity to thank those people.
Sure. First of all, let me thank my wife and my kids for letting me come and play a few nights of the week. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. And thank Plasmine Technology for being on the truck this season. They're a big help, and I'm proud to represent them. And then thank my spotter tonight, Bobby Hamilton Jr. was in my ear, kind of letting me know what was what, and he was a big help. And then thank the league for putting on this. It's a blast. I like running with these guys. And last of all, thank y'all in the broadcast booth for making it fun for the friends and family to follow along.
All right, there we go. Cody Hager in the 66 machine. Beta, we got a correct pronunciation on that one. So official word from Cody himself. But that'll wrap us up here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. Week number 4 of 16 is complete, buddy.
Absolutely fantastic racing. It was awesome to watch. I had a blast. And congratulations once again to Kevin McCann, just straight up showing his class, showing his ability as a driver, bring that thing home with a win. Very, very well done here tonight.
All right, again, a big thank you to, of course, Spartan Logistics and the Iracing IROC series for their support here on UltimateDirtTV. You can catch the next 12 weeks of action right here on Facebook and YouTube, and we certainly hope that you enjoyed the coverage. Of course, we want to thank our own sponsors and partners here at UltimateDirtTV. Of course, big thank you to, of course, Miller Family Trucking in the World of Thunder Esports League, Spartan Transportation, SpeedShop51.com, Locked On Lads, and Octane Inc. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at UltimateDirtTV and the management behind the scenes, on behalf of BJ Duval, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back. I believe we are back tomorrow night. Or there might be World of Thunder after dark. If not, we'll see you back on Sunday night for World of Thunder Championship Night.